So there's a tension in how you present your business between vulnerability and strength. Hi, this is Mark Silver with Heart of Business, and something I've been working with some of my clients with recently is that you want to present the strength that you carry so that people can trust you and lean into you for the help that you provide. But you also want to be vulnerable so that you're approachable. Too much vulnerability and it can look like you're a mess when you're not really, and people won't have the trust to lean into you. Too much strength and you're kind of unapproachable, and people think, oh, how would I ever get to where they are? You know, I'll go there when I'm ready, and somehow that readiness never arrives, which is unfortunate for you and for them. And so there's this tension. And so I want to talk about not a formula, because there's no formula. This is all a little messy and alchemical and particular to each person, but some of the signposts to look for as you venture into sharing vulnerability and sharing strength. So some of the signposts around strength to watch out for are you trying to present yourself as more than you are? Are you afraid of showing a mistake? Do you feel like you have to look a certain way or attain a certain level of success or present yourself in a certain way in order for you to be believed or to be accepted? Or instead, can you just be truthful? Truthful about how long you've been doing it, truthful about your experience, truthful about your passion for what you do. Can you stay grounded in that? Some of the signposts for strength. And some of the signposts for vulnerability have to do with consent and intention. So when I'm having a rough time with something, I have people who I go to for support that I have consent to get support from. You know, your broader audience, you have not established consent to be cared for at the level that maybe you're needing. And so there's a certain way that when you bring your vulnerability, and this is where it crosses into intention, are you bringing an intention, conscious or sometimes unconscious, to be cared for, or are you bringing an intention to express connection, to make connection, to show a shared experience? How you navigate these can feel a little murky at first, and you probably have to experiment with it. As one of my clients was saying, she said that her somatics, her body, in some cases the heart, will tell you when you're on. And when you're on, it feels amazing. My client was expressing a real confidence in her knowledge base and also expressing some vulnerability about the struggles she had had previously with it and with the content that she works with. And the outpouring, the response has been very, very strong. People sharing her content, people signing up for a webinar, her being approached because she's approachable, but she's also strong. And so this is what I want to leave you with, is this not very clear to do, no 5-step formula, but a contemplation of how you're presenting yourself in your business and your relationship to presenting your strength and your relationship to presenting your vulnerability. And whether you're presenting both and have you listened to the signposts, read the signposts for both of those so that you can find your own right mix and be both approachable and trustable. Yeah, I'm really curious to hear how this lands with you and what you discover. And yeah, just wishing the very best to you and your business.